Welcome back into my channel. I'm your host Steven. Today's episode is about the Selmer Paris Artys Clarinet. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and like and share afterwards. Wow was my first reaction when playing a set of B-flat and A Selmer Artys clarinets after they were properly set up. This instrument was truly one of my favorites modern clarinets from Selmer Paris, though those were discontinued quite a while ago now. At that time they had the Odyssey, St. Louis, Recital, Signature, and Privilege. Did I miss any? 6 models of clarinets can certainly get confusing. In the old days there was 1 or 2 models available. I do not know why they discontinued the Artys, other than it probably did not sell as well as the other models, or that there is too much of an overlap in characteristics of another model, because it probably overlapped the St. Louis quite a bit. But they certainly are a wonderful clarinet that should not be overlooked in the used market. Not only is the craftsmanship first class from Selmer Paris, but the instrument offers the capabilities that I look for in a clarinet. This Artys clarinet offers a wonderful tone, in addition to allowing me to get the instrument to offer some exceptional, well-balanced and sounding dynamics. In other words, one could also use this in a jazz situation, in which they would have the ability of playing louder easily with other clarinets, assuming a more mildly open mouthpiece. The tone is very woody and full and resonant throughout the entire range. The only thing lacking is a significant ring, which can be found in the more famous Buffet R13s. But if you're not after that certain tonal ring, then this is a perfect clarinet for those looking for more flexibility in symphonic or chamber music. For me, I would probably pick it over an older Selmer center tone. The one thing I really did not like though was the metal socket, because anytime I played metal sockets, whether it's from Buffet, LeBlanc, or Selmer, I always tend to rotate the 2 joints a bit as I play them, and there's no different here. And it's really irritating when you play a full Bohm clarinet and you rotate the joint and use the key, like C sharp, G sharp key that's above that joint, and that ends up just blowing weird sounds out of it. The one real oddity about it was the register key. Underneath the thumb part, they put a felt pad on there. Why they put a felt pad on there, I really don't know, other than to make it so the felt pad basically eliminates the sound. You find that in saxophones a lot of felt pads throughout the instrument. But it got in the way also. Just jumping back real quickly, a description from Selmer from the website at the time said, "Today the Selmer Paris clarinet range is an artistically open offer. In the very heart of this variety, the Artys expression of the Selmer maturity and modernity sets the tone. The B-flat and A Artys clarinets assert themselves as high-quality, all-purpose instruments, covering a wide range of playing options. The profound personality of this model is built up from amazing playability and a deep, resonant tone." I definitely agree with all that so far. "The overall sound and tuning qualities are particularly homogeneous through all the registers and shades. A great flexibility and a remarkable control complete the global acoustic performances." I'm not sure what global acoustic performances is, but I like their description. It was a very flexible instrument with a deep and resonant tone. But from the deep and resonant tone to the flexibility and remarkable control, this clarinet is a Selmer center tone with slightly more resistance and control and the tonal flexibility of a Buffet R13, if you want to use that comparison, though it lacks the significant ring of an R13. In other words, it plays more like a Selmer Series 9, but with better overall flexibility and a fuller, deeper tone. After some extensive though minute setup items, the B-flat simply sang from top to bottom with a consistent back pressure that provides an excellent feedback to the player. The A was also very good. Through the low A was very slightly stuffy. If one slightly expands the opening of the 3rd tone hole, then the slight stuffiness goes away and the tone becomes more powerful and full, as with the range of the instrument. Though one has to be careful, as the register E is nice and clear, too much expansion can cause the mid-staff E to be unbalanced a bit. Interesting side note on the measurements of the examples: the B-flat had a 66 millimeter barrel. The entry bore was 14.54. The exit was 14.5. The 65 millimeter is 14.5, both top and bottom. The exit bore of the upper joint was 14.99. That was the entry, and the exit was 14.43. The A barrels, 66 millimeters, 14.49 entry, 14.34 exit. The 65 millimeters, 14.45 entry, 14.34 exit. And the upper joint was 15.03 entry and 14.57 exit. So a nice tapered board. Did not measure whether it had any conical aspects of it, like a pair of 13, multiple cylinders or whatnot, but at least was a tapered upper bore. The tapered board gives consistent back pressure to the player. Of course, depending upon all the other design characteristics too. This shows what Selmer's been doing lately, as in restricting airflow via the barrel. For some unknown reason, why they want to do that, I don't know. The stock material used for the throat A key and the register key is synthetic rubber. That rubber was a nice stocking material, but very hard to adjust. For instance, if you want to thin it, shaving rubber is kind of hard. It kind of takes the file aspect of it. But the register key was a bit too close, and by thinning the stock material, one is able to open up the register B flat. Most of the clarinets I work on for tonal issues are most related to the keywork pads being too close to the tone hole. Simply thinning the material helps open up the notes tonally and provide a quick solution. But in this case, the rubber material is like an anti-sanding material. I remember that was really funny. Like, what did they make this thing out of? On the negative side, the middle tenon is metal. The cork on the metal will slide easily while playing, and I found myself constantly realigning the joints. This is still a winner of clarinet in my book, and certainly in the short list for me from Selmer Paris. Likes, nearly everything. Dislikes, why did they discontinue the model? Why did they put in a metal tenon? And I believe this was a new model in 2002 until 2008, until it was discontinued. Anyways, thank you for listening today. Any questions, comments, please post them down below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Gotta love knowledge, gotta love life, gotta love clarinets, right? Especially this Selmer Artys. We'll see you next time.